What's a low-key sign of low intelligence? Blindly believing gossip and rumors, especially about people they know, then treating them badly for it. Inability, refusal to change their mind when times, evidence, or variables change. Thinking people speaking a second language imperfectly means the person is stupid. Inability to see from another perspective. Lack of curiosity. Thinking their opinion, perspective is also everyone else's. Thinking, no one does that, because they don't do that. Lack of self-reflection, or awareness of the self, and the coordinating consequences of actions. Believing anything they read on social media. They've never experienced that, therefore it must not be true. Rigid, black and white thinking without appreciation for nuance and individual differences. Attacking people instead of their arguments. Refusing to be wrong, ever. When they are given an analogy, and instead of responding to the abstract comparison being made, they instead argue directly against the metaphor. Here's an analogy to help describe the Big Bang and how it happened everywhere and wasn't centralized. A useful analogy is a loaf of raisin bread rising as it bakes. Like space, the dough expands as it rises. Like galaxies, the raisins grow further and further apart as the dough expands, and the distance they move apart is proportional to their initial separation. https www.popsci.org/bigbang/theexpansionoftheuniverse.html. Response 1. And sometimes when baking the bread goes flat. And I don't think their theory accounts for that at all, so I don't understand how it could be right. Response 2. You're telling me that there was bread before the universe began. Bread is a human invention. Did you even think that through? Response 3. If our galaxy is like a raisin, then that doesn't make a lot of sense because our galaxy is made of many stars. And a raisin is made of a single raisin. Response 4. I'm not sure where cooking comes into this. We're talking about the universe, not Gordon Ramsay. Response 5. Listen, I've baked raisin bread many times, and I can certainly tell you that it did not feel like I was making the universe. Response 6. Our universe did not start as bread. It was more fundamental materials. If someone is just being an ass and pretending to not understand the metaphor, then that's less dumb. But a lot of people seem to think that they understood your point and are showing you an obvious flaw in it. Generally, I find people who brag about how smart they are pretty low on the smart bar. Posting Quora-level questions on Reddit for karma. Closed-mindedness. Shouting people down hysterically due to the inability to comprehend over people having an opposing view.
Cruelty.
Using an anecdote to proclaim it's always like that. If your go-to comeback in any verbal scenario is to insult or threaten physical violence instead of using words, that's generally a good indication that you probably don't know very many of them.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.